good, feeling good, smelling good, eating good, drinking good, thinking good thoughts, having a good time, sharing good energy with good people in good places, and doing good things. Just making sure my life is up. All right. Okay. So let's get some things situated here today. Right now. And I was doing a little pre-shuffle while I was waiting for the time for the live to come up. But you saw the thumbnail. Like, who are these people? Like, are they some type of sorority sisters, or is this a group of church people? Or is this just a group of people that just clicked up just to do, to be menaces to society? Because I feel like their only association with one another is they don't like the collective. That's really like their biggest, claim to fame. And they look exactly like these pictures. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh. So the envoy of Petty herself. And I put the herself in parentheses because that is an ogre, but if you screenshot that thumbnail and zoom in, that's a dress. But there's a lot more to this ogre, and I don't mean like in the ways of like they're a great person and they have, no, there's a lot more to this person with respect to like their body image. That's a lot of their problem is, I we'll get into all these issues because you can kind of look at people sometimes and tell. But yeah, okay, so let's keep it popping. What's going on in the envoy of Petty's world? What's the reason the envoy of Petty is on the table? Ooh, maybe because they're not paying attention to some health, like some health news or information or their own health. And I'm saying that I told you about the body because I feel like this person is, number one, their biggest concern for themselves, like the way they feel on a day-to-day is, with respect to being able to find someone to be with. Like, that's their real issue, but they have this claim to fame of not wanting anybody, but I feel like it's because they've made themselves undesirable. And women can do that. Women can definitely do that. And ever since they were a child, they have a pretty face. That's what it is. They have a pretty face. But it's like, it's a pretty face, but people are starting to see the face is matching the body now. You know what I mean? Like it's changing up here. Yeah. And so maybe that's why there's also another problem with the ego for this person. The reason why there's a coffin coming out versus this card is this person's ego. They have a big inability to, like, I don't know, probably to be soft to, eh, this person kind of bosses people around and kind of shoves people and kind of, even if they nudged you because they're such a big solid person, you know what I mean? Like an ogre, they'll end up like kind of, it's a solid, I don't know, they just, and it's not to say that someone couldn't love that, but it's like this person carries that throughout. Like they're really, 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 really just one of those hard women, and they look soft when you first see them. They look soft and squishy because she's got a lot of body. Like she's gained a lot of weight over time. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. And I guess maybe this person may even have some issues with overeating just simply because they're stress eating about like maybe their financial situation. Yeah. Maybe they owe the collective an apology of some sorts, but they're hesitant to do that. Yeah. Because of maybe some commitment they made, probably with the other people in this group. This is beautiful how it comes out. You know what I mean? So this is maybe a reason why this person is like, they're concerned about this because maybe they even see it. They see it. I want to say this person probably had a business or something like that. But let's keep it pushing. Let's see. Let's use this deck. All right. Did this person? Yeah, this person is adapting. Okay. which is, you know, anticipated, you know, when you know, and coffin doesn't necessarily mean like this person will end up in coffin. I'm just saying this person may have some health issues too surrounding, but it may be like the ending of, you know, life as they knew it, you know, how they hung out is mostly what I'm hearing. Because like, there's this whole part about like why these women clicked up. They may even call it that, with like, say, deem it that when they're leaving to go meet up with each other, because these women don't normally get together. Yeah. It says their action. Yeah. When they get ready to go do whatever it is, maybe if it's even word magic together, like they go in an open place, maybe even a park, they meet up at a park or something like, look, it's down here. Yep. They go get together to do word magic. They go get together to do word magic. Griselda will have to find out why at the end, because that's my last question. I want to find out what these women's problems are with themselves, because that's the biggest why. In my opinion, it's like their issues with their own self that are clearly the problem. That's what brings them together to do this, you know, kind of thing. But, so let's see. Okay, yeah, it's some word magic that they get together to do. Maybe in the, ooh, because they see you're so, you know, such the Queen of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles. But yeah, so it's not always, you know, it's sometimes like life as you knew it. They click up. Okay, they click up. That's what they call it when they're leaving. So whenever they're around their family or their friends or something like that, they call it, oh yeah, I'm going to go click up with, you know, so-and-so. Or they may have a code name for, like, they all may use the same code name. Yeah, they all may use the same code name. They're in regret now. They may all use the same code name to say like, oh yeah, I'm going to go click up with, you know, Sandra. I don't know any other name to pull out right now, but that might be what they say. They all say the same thing. And it's because you've been standing in your personal power. It's because you're not afraid. Like when it came out too, that like, they're going to be like, oh, I thought we were friends. That's going to be the first feeling that they feel initially. But then they're going to dig deeper and be like, oh, wait a minute. Would I consider myself a friend to this person if I did what I did the way that I did it? And that's what's going to really sink in. You know, like this commitment to not, you know, all their hesitation energy. These are not good cards. This is the coffin, the Four Cups, homeless, hesitation, commitment, the page of, where's that? The Knight of Swords, maybe? I don't know. Whatever they were saying, it wasn't good. They were trying to cut your transformation. That's what I'm seeing, because I'm seeing that sword up in the air so dang on high. Yeah. And that butterfly on their shirt. And I feel like it's kind of like, I don't know, the enemy wearing a picture of you, like wearing your crest or your emblem or something to remind them every day. Like they may even all have something that they all keep, that they see every day, like inside their bedside table or some wicked stuff. You know what I mean? That they see every day so they can remind themselves of you and their mission together. It's some weird, twisted sisters. That's what we should have called this, huh? Twisted sisters. That's what they are. They're twisted sisters. Oh my goodness. Okay. What else is going on with this person? Let's see. Yeah, it's you. That's it. That's it and that's all. I just showed you that on the bottom, and then I start shuffling from the top, and the card from the bottom is now on the top. Go ahead and rewind it later and see. Or rewind it now. I guess you guys can go back. I don't know. Yeah, and this lover's energy, I kept saying it's like, because she can't get this marriage. She can't, whatever a marriage means to her. Like, she can't get good business partners. She can't, you know, and all these women have an odor is what I was told before I started pulling these cards. That's also the problem. What's this one's odor? I heard like an ogre. The odor is like an ogre, because this is the ogre that we're talking about. The ogre feminine energy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's that tense energy that she holds and carries in her body. Ooh. So sometimes it's because, okay, so this person says they're not interested in a relationship, and that's because they just sleep around too much. They didn't like shut it down. They didn't take the period of time to like, this person feels like, oh yeah, well, because I made some money, guys should be all over me or whatever. And so like it kind of flipped reverse on this person. And maybe they did something that's got them in some legal trouble too, that they're trying to work on. That's kind of given them, yeah, with some two-faced person. Yeah, look at this chaos. And they may even just been finding out about this today. That might be why the energy is so heavy. And it's like maybe someone came and said, do you have a lawyer or an attorney that we can work with? Because this person used to be a businesswoman, like with connections and stuff. So now they're like, okay, well, do you have a, an attorney? And this person's like, no, I don't. That's what I see. This, because this person sees this chaos coming too, because this kind of fell over here. So this person sees this chaos coming, and now they're like, oh gosh, I don't have an attorney either. Because whatever they did, they know it was some two-faced, thrill-seeking energy business. I said energy business and picked up this deck and the Magician. So they definitely did spell work together. Oh, poor unfortunate souls. Yep. Maybe you already know that. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. All right, what else is going on with this person? They're contemplating something. Ooh. Maybe if they should try to like mend the friendship, or they're contemplating they're trying to figure out like how much do you know that they've been involved in. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, like how full is your knowledge? Like how much have you been enlightened to? I'm not playing. That's what they want to know. How much have you been enlightened to? How much do you actually know about this? They're contemplating how much do you know? Everything, pretty much. And there's nothing that's without that, isn't received in its proper time. So kind of, yeah, because of this growth that you've had. Wow. Look, I split it on the deck, and the Spirit's like, yep, that's the reason. That's the reason. This is so wicked. This is so wicked. Because I bet you met these places, these people at places of, that are like you. This might be a sorority sister to you. This might be, a whatchamacallit. This might be a sorority sister. This might be, somebody that you hang out, have dinner dates with, or, have at your house and cook dinner with and eat and have girls' night in or something like that. And yeah, you got to consider, you never know. These people may not know each other to your face, but they may know each other behind your back, or have some small affiliation, or maybe you know them from other places, but you've never seen them hang out like all together. You know what I mean? Yeah, I guess you don't care either how they feel about what you have going on. That's also an issue of theirs. And this chaos and stuff, this is like a message for them, I guess, if they're watching, like not to focus on the money aspect, because maybe that's what this person is contemplating. That's like also this person. Oh, that was also this person's issue. Okay, thank you, Spirit. This person was issue was that you were never really focused on the money, but they kept seeing how your dreams were coming true, and that like gave you this energy of like, okay, well, I'm just going to continue to live life, and they can't imitate that. Like they're very materialistic, and you continue to challenge yourself to not only not be materialistic, but to like just to not be a lot of different things that are just yucky, right? To rediscover yourself and bring yourself balance, right? Yeah. Yeah, that was my mouth, just by the way. Okay, because I do that a lot. I do that noise because I'm like, it's just, you know what that noise is. Because it's just, to me, it's just, I don't know, this is so stupid and like childish and such an immature behavior. Even in my younger years, I don't believe that I ever carried this type of energy. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, this person, it looks like, is concerned about the fact that they're going to, like, their focus is purely on the fact that they are feeling like they're going to be their identity for being a wife is kind of like foreshadowed. It's almost like they feel like even if they got somebody, something bad would happen, and they'd end up a widower. And it's because they put their faith in something other than where they were told to, and they weren't accountable. That's their lesson right now. And brokenheartedness. They may even have like a family member or something like that they find out has like some dementia or something like that. And while they're facing like some issues, they can't be there for this person or this family member in their, time of passing because of their own gluttony issues. So their weight becomes such an issue that they're like physically like immobile, because they're not gonna, like, this is somebody who's not gonna go walking, around the corner or anything. Oh, wow. Yeah, they're wondering if you know about, this agenda. They wonder if you know that they know. Well, yeah, of course. Of course, silly. They were hesitant because of that. Yeah, this is these thirsty energies. And that's why they're on this table right now. All right, let's see. Let's put this one back and let's get to the next person in the group. Who is this next energy? Let's see. So that was the envoy of petty. And I'm sure we could go on and on about, these people and their business and what their issues are. But I think like just even understanding like they have body issues, they lack a commitment to their self. In reality, they try to copycat you and backbite you and whatever else they do. We saw what came out. No one cares though. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you done? Because you're only hurting yourself. Because that's what's happened to this person. This person, I feel like they've just like this weight gain is the real big part. It's like all these beauty spells have backfired. And then even more so that like that pretty face that they thought they had, people are seeing like their face to be like old. I feel like their weight is going to cause their face to get heavy. And so they're going to sag in the face. Yeah. Yeah. Because they need to grow up and learn how to, be peaceful energies. That's how you gain real beauty. You get peaceful in your mind and your heart. You go for a walk and you're going to lose 5 pounds just because you was peaceful in the mind and the heart. Don't believe me? Try it. Shoot. Gonna get out there and see what you're missing. Fresh air. Like, I don't know. This might be one of those energies that's having those respiratory problems too. But okay, so let's see who else we've been about to communicate about. Oh my gosh, Sister Helga. I was cracking up with this one. The Sister Helga, the one that looked kind of like a Muppet with all this makeup, is because this person, whoever this person is, they wear a lot of makeup. They wear a lot of makeup. You can see them at all times. And I feel like it's kind of also like, it also gives their makeup, when they put it on, it's like heavy and like, just big everywhere, like big eyebrows, big lips, big, and it's not their face. Those are not their features. Don't come at me. This is not their features. This is how the person puts the makeup on their face. They overline their lips. They draw the biggest eyebrows. They, got those medium thick, bushy eyebrows, just halfway to Snuffleupagus kind of energy. So that's why I say what I say, because that's actually, the energy. It's not, the energy is the energy. Maybe this person wears a rose perfume. What is that? Okay, so this person does have a BO. This person just got like, I don't know. The husband's asked her a lot about this. Like, he's asked her a lot. Like, have you asked your OBGYN? He asked her, oh my gosh, she don't want to hear it. And he knows, like, every time she probably gets, every time he's ready to talk to her about this body odor thing, she's like, she changes from, I gotta, she'll start saying she got somewhere to go, because she knows when it's heading there. She kind of knows when that conversation is heading there. And they butt heads all the time, and he be ready for it too. He be ready for it. Oh, this is not bueno. Wow. They be at it. I feel like they be at it all the time. And when they go out, like, places, he be standing behind her, not in protection, but just to kind of be like, she thinks she did. You know what I mean? Like, she's one of those wives that's like, I don't know. You could tell by the makeup. She want to be seen. And you know what I mean? It's one of those people that feels, I don't know, she has ugly sister syndrome. There we go. Maybe she has a sister who's, everybody told her that there we go. That's the origin. Keep calm, everybody. Keep calm. That's what's made her so persistent about her commitment to kind of be at the collective with these other people, is because she feels like maybe, your attractiveness is similar to her sister. So when she sees you, she sees her sister. And she's already done this to her sister. And I guess it's like, well, the more that we can keep from being more beautiful than us, the better. But she doesn't see how that like keeps her like her. I feel like I don't know. Oh, I was about to say her face is gonna crack, and it's not. I don't. This woman doesn't get plastic surgery. These are her natural. This is her natural face. She just does her makeup like a clown. I'm just telling you. That's it, literally what it is. Why I keep saying these features, because she draws them on. Sister Helga draws these things on. Okay. So it was funny because when I was putting the thumbnail together, I was like, yo, no matter how far away from that picture, like no matter how small I made that picture, it was still going to, like the features were still going to be seen. Like you could still see everything because that's how this person's. And I feel like they've walked even their children into like the same energy, because how can you get from under that? You know what I mean? Unless you go away, and their kids all thought, yeah, their third wheels and their children. Ooh, dang. Their curse and what they do all day is just curse their children with this third wheel energy. So this is the type of mother who's like always in her son's business or always in her daughter's business, always in the background trying to give advice and do stuff where it's not needed, and this nightmare energy. And this person is always successful. This person keep her thumb on her family, not in a good way. Because there's their way, like, why are you keeping your, yeah. She even tells them, like, why are you posting so early in the morning or something like that? And this person is like, as a part of my social media routine, stuff, and, the show that, and she's like, oh. She's so, like, restrictive. That's what I get in here. Yeah, like there's no celebration energy coming from her. Even when they go out to celebrations, people aren't happy anymore. Especially the husband is what I'm getting, and he's realizing like things are getting bad. Yeah, and he's also like, you need to exercise, you need to get, treat yourself better, and you take better care of yourself. And she's feeling some kind of way because she paint on that face, baby. She put on all that makeup. She'll suck all of that into the, the outfit, the dress, all of that. She'll do all of this, but she won't meditate. She won't exercise. And she has all these excuses. Well, by the time I get to the gym, well, I have to go, and then she'll start a 30-day challenge, and be all for it and everything. And it'll be everything that she's doing. And then she'll be like, well, the house needs to be clean. Well, this, and he's like, well, why don't you create a routine? I'm seeing all of that as I flip through this, because it says all of those things in this. And then it's like, he's like, then he realizes it's, that she needs a social media detox. Okay, tell us more about that, because that's unexpected. Yeah. He's like, maybe you should meditate more. It can really kind of help you to like shift, and she's like, what do I need to shift? He's like, well, maybe, now that the kids aren't here and this and that and this, or, like, I don't know, like maybe we should start trying to do things that more, he's trying to pull her together. Like with him, he's trying to be a good husband. And she, and he's willing to accept like also whatever she's done, whatever it is that's causing, like he doesn't know what it is. I don't think. Nobody knows really that these broads are up to this. But he feels like, whatever it is, because he's a good lover. I told you, this man trying to be his wife's husband. He's trying to be his wife's husband. He's like, come on. He's like, maybe he even gave her a gift of something that was like, I don't know, related to either creating routine or working out or something like that. She was offended. And she brought up like, well, if I don't, you should just be able to something. It's something about like, hold on. What is this about? Yeah, we haven't used this. Yeah, I saw that high honor. She feels like, well, you came from a family that's of high honor, and, I shouldn't have to work, or some energy like that or something. I don't know. But she doesn't, it's like she's only ever been in this receiving mode. This is in reverse. Oh, no, it's not. Yeah, again. She's like, okay, no, you came from this, you were supposed to be this official person. That's why I made you my main male. That's the only reason why I got with you. And so it's kind of like one of those energies where it's like they're unhappy in their marriage because they, yep, that high honor. She's unhappy in her marriage because she thought that this person was going to be somebody, that she was going to be this privileged lady. And the lifestyle that she's living is not like she doesn't have everything that she wants. It's just that she's not willing to like put anything into herself. She's just a gimme, 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 gimme. Message. She's just a gimme, gimme, gimme. So that's what her issue is. Yeah. And that's why that homelessness, poverty is coming out, is because it's like, even though they are kind of like, it's almost trust fund baby-ish, but I feel like the stuff that she does, I don't know, there's something that she's doing. Yeah, there's something that she's doing that's kind of getting in the pathway of some unexpected income. What is it? Something that's going to get her to the courthouse. What is it that she's doing? This is interesting. There we go. What's the tea? What is it that she's doing? What is this wife up to? That came out. Impersonator. Maybe she's helped with the impersonation part of this for some money. And I'm guessing because of the way the money changed hands or something like that. That's what's getting this situation or this. I'm caught up. Hold on. I'm going to pull some cards on that. I knew that wasn't supposed to be. Yeah. Maybe she's sitting there trying to be hopeful right now about it. Uh-oh. I don't think her husband even recognizes that she doesn't even come across as the type of person that would do a hustle move. But I feel like that's what she did. She got in on the game because it was like, whatever we need to do to go against the collective. It was one of those like, we're going to come together, and that might be a part of that curse. That might be a part of like, because these wealthy families, a lot of times they do put that into play. Like if you get caught doing something, if you end up caught being some type of happiness hater and involved in any gang activity, those could probably, I could see how those would be stipulations, right? There'd probably be a lot of stipulations, don't you think? What is it that she's got herself caught up in? I saw that earlier. She's been doing something in the dark, trying to challenge somebody's somebody's courage and goals and stuff like that. Okay, went right over here by validate the past, where the husband's like, we can work it out, whatever it is. He doesn't realize that, and maybe they're trying to threaten somebody else. Maybe they're trying to be or maybe it's because they threatened the Queen Rising, like very clearly that came out. But I get this kind of like blackmailing energy. Now people are moving into this blackmail energy because they're all under fire. But who you going to blackmail when y'all didn't nobody have nothing to begin with? Y'all was all doing this for the love of money, right? But yeah, it's for threatening this Queen Rising, trying to intimidate, somebody who was coming up in the spotlight and stepping into their power. Yep, that madman energy. Maybe this person either had something to do with like, I don't know, like trying to, like the hustle with respect to your car. Maybe there's something that happened with your car where somebody like hustled you, and that was supposed to like stall you out and stop you from, moving forward or something like that. I don't know. These people are very dependent upon things, aren't they? So dependent upon things to like be their everything instead of themselves. Yeah, or the divine, right? It's kind of like that madman energy. All right, let's get out of this Sister Helga energy. Let's move on. I said move, like respew. Oh gosh. Respusiony Short is that the next one's names. Anything else about this woman and her family? Oh yeah. Ooh, wow. Okay, so even her children, and like I guess maybe there's a one of her children is in a relationship or married or something like that, and the person and their person, like so her child and their spouse or whoever are arguing often because they keep saying, listen, you're letting your mother tell you what to do too much, you're letting your mother make all your decisions, you're letting her, decide what we're going to do and how we're going to do it, when we're going to do it. Why can't we, create our own? That's kind of why the daughter-in-law even married the husband, was because she felt like, okay, well, she thought this was like a free-spirited family where we could, be there ourselves and grow and evolve, but she's finding out that's not them. But it's like the son feels like there's nothing he can do because he wants to be attached to that money too, that inheritance that comes from their family lineage, the reason why the mama married the daddy. And he knows that he's entitled to that. He's got all the, proof and documentation and everything to show him the right amount as well, which was another reason why I feel like whoever this wife is, she wasn't really interested in all that. She wasn't really interested in whether or not he had, money, but it was like she knew that he could get the evidence. She didn't feel like, she knew he had money, but it wasn't like what she was out for. Okay, thank you. She wasn't interested in any dirty offer. She just wanted to make sure, she just wanted to make sure the person she was with didn't have any bad habits and wasn't going to be abusive. That's what she didn't want. She didn't want somebody like that. And now she's finding out like her person isn't like that, but her person's mother is. And that's causing a lot of problems in their relationship. So that's how your mother can be a third party in your marriage. We've heard about that for a long time, like the mama that don't want to sit in the back seat and this. And it's like, what is all of that about? Like, what kind of control issues is that? Like, are we all going in the same car to the same place? It's all kinds of can it, why is it even an issue? I don't even understand, but okay. You know me, never understanding the crazy. All right, let's see. Rasputin. Short. Rasputin short. Rasputin short. So this is a takeoff of Rasputia. So this person is figuratively like Rasputia. So it's another one of those with that body image issue. Might also have another pretty face with a, big body, and instead of just loving themselves, it's like they move close to you to watch you and stalk you or some mess like that. But they didn't even walk around the block to go, dang, like you. Oh yeah, I just saw the exercise card in here, big time. Oh, they also didn't have like any real career. They were just kind of, I don't know. And that's up to everybody. Like if you're comfortable where you're at, like what difference does it make who's doing what job? That's what I don't understand. Like if you so when I was like in my early 20s, I was a supervisor for, a big, Fortune 500 mortgage company back then. And it was a call center and I got moved up very quickly. Actually, I was only like 20 maybe. I don't know. I was really young, but I moved up really quickly in the company. They made me a supervisor and I became the head of like the whole entire department for that company, and kind of headed a lot of different, spearheaded a lot of different knowledge about that specific line of business. Which was, it's kind of like investigations, like private investigations. And it's just kind of my knack. I like looking into things, like putting pieces of puzzle together. I'm really good at finding missing money and stuff like that. But anyway, but yeah, where was I going with that? Rasputin short. And I just feel like this person just doesn't see their own potential. This person doesn't know really how to be in that persevering energy, entrepreneurial energy. And, they don't take it upon themselves to find out what, makes them spark. It's really about what you like to do, not, you know what I mean? And that's probably one of this person's insecurities, is that they don't take care of themselves. Probably even their house too. I've heard that a lot in my ear. They don't take care of their house. Let's see. having some issues with, you know, figuring out what it is that they like. They just kind of go with the flow. Yeah. They don't feel left out. It's like people don't leave this person out. Like this person is often always invited to things and stuff like that. Yeah. It's just this person is probably very materialistic, so they feel like they want more. They're like insecure. This person is just like a heavy insecurity. Like heavy insecurity about everything. I'm insecure about this. I'm insecure about that. But they're just, you know, pushing it outwards. They'll hang out too, is what I hear. Like they'll hang out, but it's just they lack that confidence. Maybe they had a marriage that was, you know, ended. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This card flew all up in my face. Yeah, that marriage that ended really keeps them burdened. This person may have or may even be trying to come to terms with, I can't even find the words, come to terms with what happened in this marriage, like that it wasn't, you know, it was a double 10 of cups. It wasn't built on, you know, I don't know what that was built on. What was this built on? What was this marriage? Okay, so clearly it was not a good marriage. The Ace of Cups in reverse and the 10 of Wands. I get her husband was just an honest, truthful person. Yeah. That's why that marriage didn't work. Her husband was just an honest, truthful person. And he found her to be very beautiful. Wow, but there was some other... Ooh, this person may have cheated. Yep, cheated with somebody younger. And she didn't even think about it. She didn't think twice about it either. This person just automatically assumed like that their person was cheating on them because they're so insecure. Or maybe they caught their person cheating in the past and like, that's why you... Yeah, man. Yeah, she didn't think that this person was really like being faithful at this point. That's always a catch-22 too. Is like if you aren't committed to really trusting the person, then don't stay with them. If you don't, you know, if they go against, you know, that marriage or that relationship, you know what I mean? Then you don't stay with them. That's just plain and simple. You know what I mean? Don't go, I don't know, putting yourself through stuff. Like, don't get yourself and somebody else involved. What I feel like here is that this person had an affair and it's not his child. That's why he left. This may have happened a long time ago and this person is still burned. This may even be 10 years old. This may be 10 years old. Yeah. Yeah, that's why he left her. And it seemed like she loved him so much because she knew, I guess she knew when she found out she was, oh yeah. When she knew she found, because this dumpling is giving me, you know how dumplings are a little overfull. They're supposed to be with that juice. It's like he knew she couldn't have been overfull with his juice. Yeah. And he was confused because he was like, well, you were supposed to be out here just getting this money and like, I feel like loving on our other child, like loving on our first child. Yeah. You know, getting, I don't know, just keeping it tight for him when he came home. Yeah. Oh, dang. Yep. Yep. That's what happened with that marriage. Yep. And that's why he moved on. I don't know. It's like he took a moment to think about it, you know, and maybe even talk to a few people about it, like in confidence, possibly. Because I get like 2 or 3 people having this coffee. Yeah. But these are people who also knew like his timeline, like, because maybe this person was away or something like that during this period. Which happens, like, again, this is 10 years ago. I have an ex who he told me about, like, he used to travel out of state to go and paint and then travel back into state. So, and please just understand, if I ever bring up an ex, that's not because I'm on them or want them or anything. It's just they're great examples of what not to do. Okay? They're great examples of that. What is this here? Yeah. He had, when he thought about it, he was like, this is the only way for me to be fair. Yep, this is the truth too. This is the only way for me to be fair is to leave this marriage. The only way for me to balance this out is to pour it out. You see that cup going into the other cup? It's to like get it on out of this cup, because this cup is not my cup. Yeah. And it seems like he was victorious, and maybe that's why she stays in her head. And so, of course, she's going to be on board with going after somebody who's doing all the things that she's not doing. Maybe you were in a similar type position. Maybe, like, you know, like me, I know a lot of people saw me go through my divorce, right? And at the time, you know, I had a little, you know, 2-year-old daughter, 1-year-old, yeah, and 2 boys. And I'm one of my girlfriends invited me out to eat, and we went out to eat, and she was like, the whole time she's just sitting there and she's looking all sad, and I'm like wondering, like, what's up with this chick? And I use the term girlfriend lightly, you know, just to let you know the, you know, age, sex, location. I don't know, you don't know what I'm doing, but just to make it general. And we're sitting there, and she's all sad, and I'm like, what's going on? She was like, well, she was like, you must be really, you know, devastated because you got divorced and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, why would I be devastated? And she was like, well, I know when I was divorced, I was really devastated, and this, and this. And I was just kind of like, okay. I was like, well, I have 3 children, and I have a really blossoming career, and I have, you know, goals that I can now, you know, just use my own head to make the decision on versus trying to drag somebody along on the dream with me. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at it from a totally different perspective as like, oh no, I have one less thing holding me back, because that's what I felt like. You know, I felt like that in my marriage, and I was like, wounded warrior, man. Wounded warrior in this 8 just working hard for the devil. But anyway, and I feel like maybe, you know, maybe, I don't know. Let's see. This person's marriage wasn't, yeah, that kept this husband up too much. He was like just constantly stuck. It's like, there was no denying it either, too. I guess maybe with the child's birthday, because that's what I'm getting with the fish, because it's like when people started having dreams of fish, that's when, you know, if the timeline just never added up. And the only reason why she wanted to combat and try to hold him back in any way was because of this money. She wanted to continue to receive his financial assistance, even though she was the one who cheated and had a baby. So that would keep you up at night, wouldn't it? I could see how someone would want to be distracted from their own reality and focus on attaching themselves to, you know, the pursuit of another's, because theirs has no value to them. But that's on her. That's her own mental prison. You did that to yourself. Well, like, these people act like you had something to do with anything that they've chosen in life. That's the weird part about me. Like, oh, wait a minute. Isn't that your choice? Like, I'm not involved in this. What the hell? You took that mission alone. I had zero to do with it. That's what, like, look, and I caught this on the side. It's like, yeah, maybe they don't realize that you realize this too. I don't know. All right, yep. That's why you get this new beginning. All right, let's see who's next. That's Respucia. Because that sounds like a lot. Like, man, yeah. Respucia-y. Respucia-y short. All right, let's see a few more things. Let's get a few more details on Respucia-y, and then we out of this. Because that feels like enough. I mean, honestly. Again, you can see why. Like, I see why they hate me. Yep. Ain't nothing else really to say. This person is shattered, and they feel like you laughed through your situation. You were focused on happiness, joy, and healing, and you just laughing through your divorce. Like, there wasn't nobody laughing, but I was happy to be free. Wouldn't you be happy to be free? Isn't that the whole point of like doing this mess? Yeah. And I see messenger here. Like, yeah. Message. Like, maybe this is like an epiphany too for some people around them, or maybe this person is watching. I don't know. Stop daydreaming about what you lost and focus on what it is that you want. Maybe this person doesn't even know how to set boundaries too. Oh, wow. Maybe as a result of that, because the only thing that this person has is this group of other females, that's why they won't set any boundaries. That's deep. You've become codependent on toxic friendships and relationships that don't help you heal whatever it is that's the problem in the first place. Like, your issue isn't the collective, and it's never going to be. Because before the collective came around, you already had marital issues. This is wild. Okay, yeah, they keep running from that obvious standpoint. But yeah, that's the only reason why they stand around and keep hanging around and keep dealing with these other feminine energies is because they too, they too are broken and can't focus and can't, learn to love themselves and put energy and time, and love into themselves. This is so sad. This is so sad. These people probably get together and talk about you, and that's the sad part. They get together to talk about you. Let's just keep it clear. They get together specifically to talk about you. Talk about you Tuesdays. Tuesdays, they might even call each other for 10, 15 minutes on their ride after they all leave from work. It's 5 o'clock on Tuesday. Let's talk some mess. Doing a little word magic. Always trying to find out the latest gossip on the collective. Is the collective doing this yet? Is the collective doing that yet? Again, I want to keep everybody reminded of the fact that if you are thinking, did the collective do this yet? Is the collective here yet? Is the collective there yet? You've already acknowledged the fact that it is going to happen. So it's like, it cannot be something, if you already believe it. You believe it's so tough that you're trying to fight it. So you're telling us already, okay, so this already happened. That's why the collective is it's not tripping off of anybody. It's kind of obvious to us. We're not simpletons. We think. We use our brains. We just usually don't speak it all the time to people because people don't seem to be on the same level, clearly. Who up next? Which one of these raggedies is up next? Ooh, SpongeBob A Cup. Yeah, she got an accent on her name. She thinks she's cute. This person flat in the front and the back in conversation, like their conversation is flat. This person they're just flat. They don't know who they are. And this may stem from some really deep childhood issues. But some people think that knowing who your mother or father is makes you who you are. No, it doesn't. You make you who you are. Because if they identify who you become, then you might not turn out well, or you might turn out exceptionally well. And you really just never know. We hear about people who become these, world-renowned this and that, and they came from a, single-parent household where they only just had their dad, or where they only just had their mom, right? And they didn't have much, right? And then you hear about the opposite, where they raised really great children as well, right? And then we hear about the latter of the ones we never want to face. This one. Where you have, people can come from either walk of life and just end up in despair, right? That's just the reality. Maybe that this person's reality. Ooh, maybe something's happening where like they're downsizing or something at this person's job. Yeah, and they were expecting like some type of Christmas bonus this year. Ooh, yeah, maybe this person's father told them to like save up or something like that. And did they listen to that? Nope. They felt like their job wasn't going anywhere. Yep. Until they got that message. Okay. So, what else about... I want to call her Flat Stanley. Flat Stanley is just mad at your glow up. They're really mad now because they're drowning in debt because they followed some narcissist. And, they may have found out today about the stuff that's happening with their job even. What else is going on here? Yep. So, it looks like I keep hearing the dad. The dad gives sound advice. This person's father got they back. 100%. This person don't listen because they got mommy issues. All right? They don't have daddy issues. They got mommy issues. Mommy was the one who wasn't there. This person listened or is a karmic. They like karmic energy. They like hanging out with like third parties, people who are healers. Maybe even some people whose lessons have been learned now, because I see that at the bottom of the card. Yeah, and that time energy is sticking out. But this person in their feminine energy, they're stuck in this like continuous cycles of bad decisions and addictions. They're not really on this like gentle nurturing mothering. They really don't. And this is not about what they're choosing, it's about the dad's conversation, is what I'm hearing. The dad told this person, it's time for you to really think about, really think about like changing, the scene, maybe moving somewhere else, because I think maybe this dad knows too that the daughter gets around. Um, okay. That's no bueno. While they out here trying to tell you that the collective get around, and it's totally, where collective going with kids and responsibilities and businesses that they build it. Like, where is somebody going to work, to school? But anyway, this person is very afraid of intimacy. Spirit says it's different deck. Okay. All right. What else is going on? We know this person's probably, yeah. They're right now, this person is focused on that, like trying to persevere through this nightmare, like this, this losing this job. Yeah. Losing this job. Trying to see how they can go through and, work on their finances or cut some expenses or something like that. Maybe even going to the dad. And the dad is still kind of like, what are you doing with yourself? I don't know. I feel like that's where they're at. They're at this, like, I feel like the dad is very nurturing. The dad takes a very, nurturing energy with this daughter. Yeah. And I feel like she's prideful. She doesn't see this as a gift. She doesn't see her relation. Like I said already, this person does not see the relationship with the father as a gift because they have mommy issues. And the parent is so encouraging. It's like, you really stand out. You're such a, this person validates everything about, this father validates everything about this daughter. But her whole energy is she is angry at women. She a woman too. She angry at women. Especially women that are happy and free and living their lives because she feels like that's what her mother left her to do. Okay. And maybe this person needs to take a social media detox, or is often doing that. And maybe people notice that and people wonder why. Like, why is this person always like escaping from social media? She doesn't like her life. And they know that you do it for the opposite. Yeah, you do it because you're actually, they're obsessed with the fact that you exercise, like the fact that this is weird. Oh, I guess because skinny can't make no curves. Yes, you can. Like, don't defeat yourself. Skinny, you can make all the curves you want to. You just try. That's all I'm here for. Just try. Yeah. Maybe they're even still heartbroken about like somebody that, like the one that got away kind of energy. I also had like an energy of this person not really being a female. And this person like changed, became a woman like early on in life before they moved here, wherever here is, before they moved here. And that's also a part of the person's problems, because people could ask them like, how come you this and how come you that and how come you haven't met anybody? And if this person's actually feminine, if this person is like legit female, then that doesn't apply. Like, take it where it resonates, right? But this person is really needing to work on like trying to overcome their own obstacles right now to get back on their feet from this job loss and like change their bad habits, maybe going out, partying. Yeah. Maybe even eating healthier food. Some people who are thin too, I want to make that note. Some people who are thin don't actually eat enough vegetables, and that's why they don't gain weight. And then it's okay to have like a shake with your dinner. Like some people actually, to bulk up, they'll have shake with their dinner and then start to eat a lot of carbohydrates. Like definitely eat as much bread as you can, or, rice. Well, I don't think rice makes you fat. That's just my personal opinion. But, what's the other one? Potatoes, start finding all ways to make potatoes. Those will definitely help you gain weight. Do that in combination with the exercising. And don't do do weight exercising, to build the muscle. But anyway, because then anyway, this person knows kind of that, they have the right to feel what they want to feel, and, and then they probably use divination. They probably go get readings to try to help them walk through life, but they're not, whatever these readings that this person is getting, it's helping them to feel better about their situation, but it's not helping them heal. So it's like that whole energy of like, oh, here's your band-aid, but you have to remove the band-aid at some point in order to let the air out, right? Let the air get to it so it can dry up and become, you know what I mean? And then there's that whole part where, it's sticky and, it's itchy and whatever, but I don't know. Because healing is a whole process. It's not just one thing or the other, but yeah, that's what, what's this one's name? Sponge Tisha A Cup. Sponge Tisha A Cup. All right, anything else for this person with respect to, because I feel like this person is just like really prideful. That's like their biggest issue. And you can't tell them nothing. But they're so emotional, and that's the other problem. It's like they're so emotional. Yeah, they're so emotional at the same time. It's like their strength conflicts with their, their strength is conflicting with what? With their emotional balance. It's like they can't get them both under control at the same time. Yeah. So it's like they're just always aggressively one way or aggressively another. This person, and it's like for long periods of time. So it's like isolate for a long period of time and then come back. And then isolate again for a long period of time and then come back. This person doesn't just like create a new, routine or balance or just follow their intuition. Like, okay, I think I'll take some time away from, it's almost like this person does it at certain times of the year even. It's weird. It's really weird. Yeah. Yeah. That's what this person is doing to try to gain justice. They feel like, I don't know, this is so weird. I guess it's weird because it's like, I feel what I feel. And because granted, nobody can tell this person how to receive justice, right? Nobody can tell them how that's going to work out for them. Like what it is that's going to be the magic fix for their healing, to bring their heart in balance, be light as a feather. Some people think it's the money, which this person feels like, I tried that. Some people think it's the man. They also tried that. Some people think it's the card readings, the intuition. I've tried that. Why don't you call judgment on the situation and allow space for your healing? There's beauty and this card came out a lot when I was at my lowest in my readings, and I just was like, gosh, there's a lot of beauty in that process. There's a lot of knowledge in that process as well, that will ultimately lead to the justice that you want, because the justice isn't going to come from you being able to control the situation, circumstances with this lost, absent parent or whatever. That obsession is crazy. It's going to be to inspire you to move on and just live your life in a happy, meaningful way that makes sense to you, regardless of what you don't know. I literally could be somebody here thinking I know both of my parents and neither one of them are mine. Who knows? You know what I mean? You never really know until you know. So don't obsess over something that you already know the answer to, is what I'm seeing here. Somebody's like trying to control a situation, circumstance that already took place. It's like, that's over. I said that to one of my children earlier. We were talking and I was like, yeah, you let go of the things that you can't control. It sounds hard, but that's the way to victory. I hope that this has been helpful, insightful in some type of way, shape, or form for you, and I will catch you on the next one. Later.